Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you all how to draw ears, and I'm going to show you how I went from drawing really flat ears that took away from my portraits to drawing ears that are much more sophisticated and look more 3D. And so for this drawing, I'm using Durer's ear drawing as a model. And so I recommend actually, if you want to follow along with me, look up that image. Just literally Google Durer ear drawing and you can follow along. And so I like to sometimes do copies of the old masters because you can learn a lot about drawing from their work. So you see here, what sets apart the first example, what that was not so good from this, is that he uses really delicate lines to show the form. And so in a lot of my videos, I talk about this idea of direction of line, and he's very masterful for doing that. So it's this idea that you're using your lines to sort of almost like sculpt the drawing. So it's not like you're just adding lines to kind of just color in or just even like think about shading. It's not even just shading, right? It's actually literally using the lines to make it more three-dimensional and to give it more dimension. So I want you to try this in your drawing because I think that that's one of the most effective ways to crosshatch and to use pen in general, is to think about how each pen stroke can build up the form. Okay, so the second thing about this that I want you to notice is that it actually has kind of a fleshy texture. So think about the texture of an ear and skin in general, and think about how you can use your lines to build up that form. Now, one way to do that, and you see that in the earlobe, is to have really slight gradations between a dark and kind of more of a midtone, and then also to build up some contrast. So you notice that there is kind of a line around the earlobe, but it's kind of softened by some of the lines around it as well. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and like the video. That helps it go out to more people. And the last thing I'm doing is I'm just going around the ear a bit more, and that helps actually make the earlobe advance a little bit. So a little bit of contrast from around the ear and having some area around it helps kind of define the area a little bit more. So that's another thing that you can think about. In addition to just drawing the ear, think about the area around it as well. Lastly, I have a free guide for crosshatching. If you'd like, type in guide in the comments and I'll send it to you. See you next time. Thanks.